Testing, testing. We're live right now. We're live right now. Hold up, hold up. We're here. We're here. What's up, y'all? Join the room. Join the room. I'm about to talk some free game right about now. Comment 100K for a link. Comment 100K for the link. Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I'm going to give a free training on how to fix your credit, how to grow, how to build your credit, how to structure your LLC, and how to get funding over 100K. Thank you. Comment that. You should get the link. Let me know if you got the link so I know the automations are working. It should be going directly to your DM. But yeah, you guys should tap in tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing like an hour and a half long training. Bring your notepads. Dope, dope. Bring your notepads. Take plenty of notes. Bring questions. You know, I like to reiterate about, it doesn't matter where you are in your journey for credit, whether you're someone who's, who already has a 700 credit score, but you just need help understanding how to apply for funding, you're going to get your answers. If you're somebody who needs help, fixing your credit, you're interested to learn, how to send letters and what sort of, ways to actually dispute the information, I got your answers for that as well. So again, it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. You want to learn about how to structure your LLC properly, what are considered safe industries, what are considered high risk, sort of like, suggestions about how to get a business address, how to get a business email, business phone number. All of that jazz will be discussed tomorrow at 8. So, share the link with your loved ones, share the link with anyone that's also interested in this topic. This will be very helpful for them. I'm sure they'll be very grateful for you to obviously give them that free game. So, yeah, it's going to be me. I'm going to have like a slideshow going through the entire process, going from, the three parts: the credit, the LLC, the funding. So you're going to get a list of lenders that pull from specific credit reports. So you're going to get lenders that pull from Experian. If you have a great score in Experian, you can find a lender that will approve you for high limits, okay, low interest rates. So pretty much you're going to have multiple options for you to analyze, and multiple options for you to pretty much take advantage of. So yeah, tomorrow's the night. I just wanted to do this live to let people know, as a reminder that, don't forget, okay? Because, failure to prepare is preparing to fail. All right. So you don't want to be that person. Okay. It's a nice little quote I just used there. Thank you. Yeah, just, if you guys have any questions, you can drop them in the chat. I'll answer them as we go. I'm doing this kind of late because I know sometimes, people on IG at this time just scrolling and thinking about, the next big thing. What are the next big moves I got to make in life to get me from point A to point B? You might have a job that you like, but you just need to figure out how to generate additional income. And, you just scouring the internet looking for different topics or different suggestions. Well, if you're in this live, you're in the right place. Okay. Funding is very important. Leveraging your personal credit is one of the biggest ways to pretty much grow your business. With zero money out of your pocket, right? You're pretty much leveraging your personal credit. You go into the bank and your new business, new LLC, you just registered your business a month ago, and now you're looking for startup capital. How do I get that? Well, I'm gonna show you how to do that. You're gonna go into the bank, and with your perfect credit score and your perfect profile, right, with your business structured properly, they're gonna approve you for 50K easily. So thank you for your time, King of Village. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. It was my pleasure. But yeah, um, like I was saying, you're gonna have that power. You're gonna understand, the leverage you have. So, if you're somebody who is, passionate about starting your own thing, running your own business, you just need some, information, something that is actionable, like they say, something that you can actually put into practice immediately rather than, I'm not just going to bombard you with information and you're going to feel paralyzed, but these are things that you could actually do immediately to help you secure the bag if that's what you want to do, or if you're trying to remove that inquiry that has been there forever ASAP. Okay, if you want to remove that collection that they told you was supposed to be on your credit report for 7 years, I'm gonna tell you how to remove that. Okay, it's much simpler than waiting 7 years. I've done it myself. I've helped a lot of people do that. I helped a lot of people fix their credit in a short amount of time. Sometimes you don't even have to send a letter. Sometimes you don't even have to make a phone call. Okay, there are multiple ways to get the results that you're looking for. Okay, I'm just hanging out here tonight. If you guys got questions, definitely drop them in the chat because I like to answer. I like to help people out. It's what I do for a living. It gives me great, pride and pleasure to help people out because other people have helped me in my journey, and that's why I'm able to give back. So share the link with your loved ones. Comment 100K. Let's see if my guy shows up because I'm trying to go live with him real quick. What's up? Where you at? Where you at? Jump on the live. This is somebody that I hope fix their credit in 2 weeks. Right? I helped this man fix his credit in 2 weeks. That was the fastest I've ever gotten results for somebody. I'm not promising everyone will see have the exact same experience, but it is possible. It is doable. You can replicate exactly what I did. Ultimately, it's just like going on the CFPB website and just following the template that they provide and submitting a dispute to the credit bureaus. And typically they take like 15 days to even respond and like just tell you like, oh, we received your complaint or your dispute. But this man got the deletions in less than 2 weeks. It was like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So man had like 3 collections on his credit report, reporting all across, which is 9 in total because you have the 3 major credit reports, and they all got removed. So quick thing you could apply for yourself. I'm going to be discussing how to do that in a training, and it's completely free. It's not going to cost you anything to join and to learn. Like I said, make sure you're there. Make sure you bring your notes. Make sure you ask questions. I want it to be interactive. I want it to be lively. Okay, that's how I like to learn, and I want you guys to learn the same way too. Okay, I hope plenty of y'all show up. I don't know how many is going to be there. If it's one person, that one person is going to be getting plenty of information, plenty of free game. If it's 100 people, they're going to be getting plenty of information, plenty of game. So to me, it really doesn't matter how many people show up. I just want the information to be out there. Is credit consolidation a good move to reduce usage? Absolutely. So if you have, a company that's helping you with consolidating your credit, that's great. But the goal is to reduce your utilization to you want to be under 30%. That's just kind of like the golden rule. But if you want funding, you want it to be like under 10%. With 30%, you're still going to get funding. But under 10%, they look at you as like Warren Buffett managing money. They're like, wow, you're so good at like managing your debt that it's amazing. We just want to give you more money because we know we're going to get our money back. And yeah, so yeah, consolidation is a good idea. You can use a personal loan to consolidate a debt, or some companies out there even help you with doing so. So yeah, absolutely do that. And I'm going to talk more in detail about it. So if that's a question that you want to save for the free training, definitely bring that. If I remove a charge off from Amex, do I lose the relationship with them forever? Nothing is forever. So I think if you remove the charge off, the way that I go about it is if there's inaccuracies reporting on that actual account, if it gets removed because of that. So Amex, they're in the business of lending money. If you remove inaccurate information from your credit report, there is that chance that like you try to apply it to them again and maybe, they say no. But me personally, I had a Bank of America situation. I removed it from my credit report, and guess what? I have a Bank of America business account. So they even asked me, like, you used to work with us, you used to have an account with us in the past, and I said yes. And they're like, okay, and they didn't ask me any further questions, and went ahead and opened up a checking account for me, and The relationship is there. So nothing is forever. If you the most important thing is, yes, remove that charge off. That's holding you back. That's damaging your credit. So get rid of that bad guy immediately. And there's plenty of banks out there, plenty of lenders, plenty of business credit cards, plenty of, you know, credit unions out there that would love to do business with you. Amex is not the only one. I know they have a great product, but there are also other products out there. So yeah, to answer that question, in short, it doesn't forever ruin the relationship. If anything, it helps you in the short term, and you can build that relationship later again. So yeah, yeah, man. Drop the questions. I don't know if you commented 100K in the past. I love your content. Appreciate you. Thank you. But drop 100K. Appreciate you for all the positive remarks. And yeah, come to the class if you have a chance. I'm gonna be doing this every week. I want to grow this business by being more, I guess, interactive and being more present to y'all out there who need this, knowledge. So yeah, thank you for the 100K. Come through. It's gonna be free. I'm gonna show you guys all the tricks of the trade. Um, and yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful thing to join and to learn because it's very transformative. Credit is, despite what the economy is right now, I when I go on social media and I look up, financial information that gets shared is always like doomsday. Okay, like, hey man, the stock market is crashing. You think non-U.S. residents can build business credit being outside of the U.S.? So if you're a non-U.S. resident, then that I don't know because everything that I do with credit is based on Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is a law passed in the United States. That's federal law. So that's within the borders. Now, anything outside, I don't think it works the same way. So it's strictly United States. But hey, if you got family, friends in the U.S. And you're overseas and you're looking to make yourself a little bit of money, you can do them a service and help them fix their credit, even though you're overseas. Because a lot of this stuff is done online. Honestly, if you have Wi-Fi, you can fix someone's credit. You know what I'm saying? Like you could go on whatever like websites to mail your letter. They have online platforms that allow you to pretty much mail letters. If that's a route you want to go, if you want to just submit disputes to the CFPB, you can do that. They have a website, you know, and do that right on your phone. You don't even need a computer. So there's plenty of ways to take care of that. But no, if you're outside of the United States, this would not apply to you specifically because this is, United States statutes. But yeah, before I digress, yeah, credit is definitely transformative. Um, you know, if you have bad credit, I'm sure, I don't have to remind you how difficult financially that could be. With, like I was mentioning, the doomsday news about the financial situation in America, interest rates are up, for housing, rent is going up steadily. It's crazy. Like, before, a one bedroom was like 500 and now it's like 1,500. So depending on where you are in the US, like if you're in the East Coast, it's crazy. If you're in the South, it's seeming to look like the East Coast. So things are gradually mirroring each other. But if you have good credit, unfortunately, that's how the system is everywhere. They want to ask you about your credit before you could even get housing. If you want to finance a car, they want to know what your credit is like. If you want to get a mortgage, they want to know what your credit is like. Can you also fix business credit with the same strategies? So with business credit, the way that I do business credit is the personal guarantor method. Personal guarantor method is leveraging your personal credit. Now, you can get a business credit card with that method. If you default on a business credit card using the personal guarantor method, like you accumulate late payments and it closes, that could be reported to your personal. But the good news is if whatever happened on the business side is affecting your personal, you can dispute it with the same strategy. So you can pretty much clean up the personal and leverage it again to get business credit. So it's almost like, it's a beautiful thing, just having the knowledge and the skills to fix your personal credit whenever, you know, you're in a bad situation, with things affecting it, you could always use Fair Credit Reporting Act to fix it. That's the law of the land. That's the law to protect consumers. Because even though let's say you opened up a credit card, even though that credit card, yes, you did open it, the obligation isn't just on you to maintain the payment and everything. The bank also has an obligation to report things accurately. So when a bank, it's two sides to a contract. There's you, the party who's receiving the benefits, and then there's the other party who's providing the service or the product. Both sides have an obligation. So if the bank isn't reporting things accurately and they're not making sure everything is clean, you can dispute the inaccuracies and remove the account from your credit report. So they're extending credit to you. You're paying them hard-earned money that you're generating from your business or your job. They have an obligation to make sure that whenever you make a payment, that stuff is reported accurately. Everything has to be 100% accurate. That's the law. The accounting cannot have any misinformation. It cannot be misleading. If they have stuff in there that's misleading, boom, we can remove it. There's all credit unions, but all credit unions are limited to work with people who live in the states by their locations. So not necessarily. A lot of credit unions don't, like, I don't want to say the word discriminate, but they don't discriminate by geography. So Navy Federal Credit Union is the largest credit union in the United States. Doesn't matter where you live, you can get into Navy Federal. They're all about the military membership. So if you have someone in your family that served, you can pretty much call Navy Federal and get into them that way. And they have great products for, business credit, business loan, auto loans, mortgages, all that stuff. Some of the best. There are other credit unions like Pennsylvania State Employee Credit Union. They're big in Pennsylvania, but it doesn't matter where you live, you could get access to them. Digital Federal Credit Union. So a lot of credit unions, they don't they won't deny you membership or access because you don't live specifically in that state. But yes, some other credit unions do have those geographical restrictions, but I have a list of those that's not going to be an issue for you. Okay. So there's, when there's a will, there's a way. There's always a way to get in to, any of these products if you genuinely like what they offer. And some of these people even will make exceptions, right? It's all about having that conversation with them and just, if you have a credit union in mind and you can't get in because of geographical reasons, I'm sure they could make an exception and get you in there. Because at the end of the day, they want to do business, they want to make money, they want to lend you money so they could, make interest on top of that. But yeah, man, keep the questions coming. What else would I add? Yeah, when it comes to credit and the way to. All right, I think you could hear me now. The sound went off. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm gonna take my mic off. All right, I know y'all can hear me now, though, right? I'm gonna assume you guys can hear me because I took the microphone off. I'm talking directly to the phone. Okay, for the situation of identity theft, what you want to do is go on identitytheft.gov. It's a very straightforward website. You're pretty much reporting, the identity theft situation. So if someone opened up a few credit cards under your name and it doesn't belong to you, what you want to do is grab a copy of your credit report. So you want to go on annualcreditreport.com and you can download them in PDF form. Sometimes there's a glitch where they would have to send it to you in the mail. They, You can still go through like Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, get a copy of that. Or you can go on Identity IQ. I have a link on that in my bio. The last link there, Identity IQ, is very accurate. You get all three reports. It's actually $1 for the first 7 days on a promotional period. But once you have a copy, you notice all the accounts that were fraudulent. On the website, you can literally put the account name, account number, the date it was open, the amount that was fraudulent. Fill out the form. At the last page is going to prompt you to, give a reason why this is identity theft, like what happened and what action you would like for them to produce or proceed with. You're essentially saying like, hey, I did not authorize Bank of America account number. It must be deleted. I'm a victim of identity theft. Simple and straightforward. And you want to take that form that you just generated and you want to print it out and write a letter to the credit bureaus and say, hey, my credit has been compromised, and I've attached an FTC report with this letter, and I'm requesting the deletion of these accounts that have been highlighted. So once you send it to them in the mail, I would advise you to send it certified mail and with a return receipt, so somebody would sign it and like they definitely received it. After giving it about 3 business days, 5 business days, give them a call and be like, hey, just wanted to follow up because I submitted a letter to you guys concerning identity theft that I'm a victim of, and I wanted to make sure you guys got it, and I want to make sure you guys will block the information that I'm requesting you guys to remove. Boom. It should literally take no more than a week for them to remove that from your credit. So if you're legitimately going through that, I would advise you to go to identitytheft.gov and file a report. And even another thing that people don't really know that they could do is the CFPB. If you go on the CFPB website, yes, everything is all online these days, and you could just file a complaint and, submit letters and everything. You could also give the CFPB a call and talk to a representative and explain to them exactly what's going on, and they will walk you through on how to submit a complaint. So the same thing with the identity theft situation, you can call the CFPB and be like, hey, my credit has been, or my identity has been stolen. This is what happened. I don't know how to fill out this report, but I know you guys have this customer service line that I can call, and you guys will be able to stay on the phone with me and walk me through how to submit this complaint, and they will do that for you. And I actually think it would be more effective because there's somebody on the phone with you, and they're literally giving you the accurate step-by-step way to do it versus just assuming like you submitted a complaint the right way. So, yeah, identity theft should not make you feel like, oh man, I can't, my financial life is over. No, you can take that power back. Oh, you're welcome. You can take that power back. Don't, don't stay the victim too long, okay? Because there's plenty of help out there, and this information will definitely help you resolve that situation. And once you do that, put a freeze on your credit report. Once you put a freeze on your credit report, somebody cannot apply for, I would even say do that right now. They bought a house. That's crazy. Who are your favorite lenders? So yeah, put a freeze on. I would, go on the Experian, Equifax, TransUnion website and initiate a security freeze, so they won't be able to purchase anything with your, personal information anymore. And it will be a block, and yeah, at least that will give you some level of protection. What are your favorite lenders? So favorite lenders, I would say Chase right now. Chase Bank on the business side, they're giving out a lot of money. PNC Bank, they're giving out a lot in terms of business line of credit. Who else? Truist is really good too. If you have a 680 or above on your Equifax, no negatives, obviously.
I mean, if you have no negatives, your profile looks great. Like, you're most likely going to be a lot higher than 680, but it's like 680 is the bare minimum. Make sure your LLC is structured the right way: business phone number, business email, safe name, business address, business bank account. Go to Truist, or you can even do the online pre-approval, and they have 50K, up to 50K. So you can, get each credit card has a max of 25K. But in total, both of them 50K. So I want to open an LLC in Florida just to being able to work with Truist. Yeah. Oh yeah, Truist is sort of regional. I know some people in the Northeast don't have Truist up there, but yeah, Truist is big in the South, and I would say like, yeah, once you're like close to Maryland and down, yeah, you just see a lot of Truist. So yeah, and Florida is very business friendly. So if you want to open up an LLC in Florida, that's a great move. Is it worth to reinstate an old LLC? When you say reinstate, do you mean like to make it active? Like if it's inactive, or you're not like paying the state tax or whatever? Yeah, an old LLC is always good because you have a lot of history. Reactivate, absolutely. Yeah, all that history helps you in terms of lending. When they see that your business has been around for a while and it's in good standing, and obviously, you're making sure everything is good in terms of not not using a risky name, right? Your LLC isn't, real estate. Doesn't say real estate outright in the business name. It's something safe like consulting or marketing or global or enterprise. Like those are considered safe names. You have all those other things structured 100%. Reactivate that, because you could be sitting on a gold mine. And I know once your business is more than 2 years, you almost like qualify for twice the amount of funding that you otherwise would get if you were just like a brand new LLC. So yeah, I encourage that 100%. What else would I like to add? Yeah, keep the questions coming. What up? Tomorrow, hey, comment 100K, comment 100K, so you can get the link to the free training, because I'm gonna be giving out some free game on credit and credit building and structuring your LLC and getting business funding, personal funding, all that. Okay, this information is gonna be worth your while. It's yeah, what's the harm in learning something for free? There's no commitment that you got to make, right? So definitely comment 100K. Share with your loved ones. Share with people who are interested in this topic. People who just, out of the blue just start talking about like, man, I got like this stuff that just hit my credit. Like, I wish I knew how to remove it. Like, man, wouldn't it be so like valuable to learn this skill to just fix your credit whenever anything bad happens, or to at least have some level of understanding of, Fair Credit Reporting Act. Like, what does that even mean? What does it mean for someone's credit to be considered fair and accurate, right? Does that mean like, if they make a little mistake here, is that okay? Or is that like a no? Does everything have to be 100% correct? Do they have to make sure all the dates, all the account numbers, all the, payment histories align perfectly? The answer is yes. Everything has to be 100% accurate, and if it isn't, they got to correct it, and if they can't correct it, they got to remove it. That's what the law says. So it's like, I always use the analogy like in like, criminal like law and criminal situations, right? I know you guys have probably seen examples like in movies, like where somebody committed a crime. They like, injured somebody or killed somebody, for example, and they're in court, but the lawyer on a technicality is able to get the person, free from all the charges, because there was like a over, anxious police officer or investigator that messed with the evidence. They tainted the fingerprints or whatnot. That's kind of what happens even with your credit. So when I say even if the debt belongs to you, however, the obligation like still remains. Like, yeah, the debt belongs to you, but there's also an obligation on the other party where they have to report it accurately. And if they can't validate the accuracy, if they can't correct it, they must remove it. So it's the technicality basis. So yes, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of that. And, this is obviously not legal advice that I'm giving y'all. This is credit repair. And, the law literally says anyone can fix your credit. It's just information you have to learn. You just have to be somebody willing to actually, you know, seek out the information and apply it in practice. Pretty much what it is. You don't need to be any special type of person to fix your credit. I'm not special in any way. Like, I don't have some superior ability to fix credit. It's just information that I seeked out. I learned it and I applied it and I saw the results, and now I'm like running a business doing it, helping other people fix their credit, teaching other people how to fix their credit. And I get people all the time that are like, yo, I just called TransUnion on the phone and they just removed all the inquiries and they removed the collection. I'm like, what I tell you, all you got to do is just call them and just tell them, talk that talk. Make sure you stand on your position and don't, if they say no, don't take no for an answer. Don't, what I'm saying? If you're in the right, say it with your chest, say it with confidence, and you're going to get the results that you're looking for. So that's pretty much it, man. This is going to be tomorrow night. Comment 100K. This is Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. So if you're in the West Coast or Central Time, there's going to be a time difference. But hey, that's why I like to put the EST at the end. So you can join, you can learn. Definitely share this with your loved ones. Like I said, if 100 people show up, great. If one person show up, great. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's free knowledge. It's free advice. It's going to be actionable. You could apply it to your life. You could apply it to other people's lives. You could change people's lives with this type of information. You can bring joy and happiness to people. When people go from having 500 credit score to 700 credit score, when they go from literally struggling to pay bills and all of a sudden they get like 10K or 20K or 50K or 75K in a credit card, they don't know how to act. So, what I'm saying? The smile is from one ear to the other, just like I'm smiling right now. So definitely information that is worth your while, even if you don't have bad credit. Okay, it's like credit is something that is always, changing based on your financial activity. So if you don't have bad credit, I still think it's good information to know, because you never know. You might not have bad credit, but I know you probably know somebody with bad credit, or you probably work with someone who has bad credit who occasionally may bring up the topic, and you're just like, man, I don't know nothing about that, so I can't help you. That's why I got great credit. I just make sure I never miss a payment. But it would be nice if you had a solution to those people's problems and told them like, oh yeah, all you got to do is this right here. Oh, all you got to do is that right there. Oh, you want to, get a quick 10K? All you got to do is apply over here. Oh, you want to get a quick 20K over here. You want to do a pre-approval without even affecting your credit report, just a no hard inquiry, apply to this. So that's what it is, man. And ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, just wanted to do this tonight. Thank you guys for joining. I'm going to conclude here right now. So yeah, but tomorrow it's going to be live. I'm going to be live again before the class starts, just to, set a reminder and let you guys know, comment 100K. If you didn't, you could also go on the link in my bio, see what I got going on in my bio, different links. Got the free training up there that's going to be updated every single week. So, you guys can join every single class if you want to do that. I have the other ones for mentorship. I have the one for credit repair. I have the one for identity IQ. So I got the one for my ebooks. You know what I'm saying? Just go in there. Plenty of resources, plenty of things that will help you in your journey. Plenty of knowledge in there and good advice. So again, thank you guys for joining. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night and stay safe out there and stay positive. and and stay blessed. That's how I'm gonna leave it. All right. Yes, 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 yes. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Absolutely. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. All right, y'all. Peace out. Oh, definitely, definitely. Tell the friends to pull up. Tell the friends to pull up. Send them the link. Perfect, perfect. All right, y'all.